News from the south. Detectives investigating the week-old murder of a widow of 62 at Leon Solent in Hampshire held a coffee morning today in an effort to find new leads to her killer. It's exactly a week ago today that Mrs. Violet Pounds was clubbed to death as she walked her dog on waste ground about a mile from her home at Leon Solent near Gosport. Today, close to the spot where her body was found with head injuries, police and detectives talked to people who'd been to the area last Saturday. They asked for everyone who'd been there that day to talk to them: walkers, dog owners walking their animals, children who'd played there, and motorcyclists who used the area for scrambles. They wanted to check exactly where everyone was, and scores of people turned up to help and to receive a paper cup of coffee or orange squash from the back of a police van. And the police say that as a result of today's exercise, they picked up a useful amount of information. A man has been charged with the murder of a married woman at Canterbury. He's due to appear in court there on Monday. Mrs. Audrey Graves, who lived in Wife of Bath Hill in Canterbury, was found with head injuries in the entrance to a factory in St Dunstan Street near the city centre early yesterday. Mrs. Graves had been to a party at a public house nearby, and she was found unconscious by a milkman just after 5 o'clock yesterday morning. She died about 7 hours later in the intensive care unit of the Kent and Canterbury Hospital at Canterbury. She was 41. An escape from Verne Prison at Portland in Dorset tonight. The police set up checkpoints on roads from Portland when a prisoner was reported missing after a roll call. He's Michael Critchlow, who's 27 and comes from Hertfordshire. He's serving 4 years for burglary. He's wearing prison overalls. A man appeared in court at Bracknell in Berkshire today accused of trying to murder a policeman. Keith Birch, who's 27 and comes from Great Hollands at Bracknell, was accused of trying to kill Police Constable Paul Cady at Sandhurst on Thursday night. Birch, a married man with 2 children, was remanded in custody. A bus crash on the outskirts of Maidstone today. The driver and 4 passengers from a single-decker bus were taken to hospital with cuts and bruises after the bus and a lorry were in collision at Linton on the Maidstone to Hastings road. Just half an hour ago, the road through the Swaithling railway arch on the A27 trunk road at Southampton was closed to traffic, and it'll stay closed for a month. At the same time, a water main will be laid in nearby Stoneham Lane at the junction of Honeysuckle Road. The result will be long diversions for motorists. The railway bridge is to be repaired by British Rail because of the battering it has taken from lorries in recent years. Juggernauts have become wedged under it or have hit the brickwork. Road engineers have had to devise a network of diversions and temporary signposting. The longest diversion for eastbound traffic on the A27 means a trip of almost 3 miles by way of Eastleigh. An 11-year-old boy seriously injured in a road accident at Cow Plain near Portsmouth today was identified this evening after broadcast appeals on television and radio.